I'd seen a thing, I think it was on Instagram, maybe Facebook, and it was talking about how much the government, specifically the United States government, doesn't take care of our veterans. You know, the people that go overseas, protect us, protect our Constitution, our rights, and how much that they really just don't take care of them. You know, how many veterans do you see that are homeless, living out on the streets? They don't have any money. You know, they end up getting caught up in drugs and alcohol, and you know, their life is ruined as soon as they get out of their deployments, and it's really sad to see. I hate seeing stuff like that because I think, you know, the veterans in our country deserve the highest praise and the highest respect. I mean, you dedicate some time of your life to serve others, to serve your own country. I feel like you should be served as well, and you should be taken care of. Post was talking about how our government doesn't take care of them on purpose because the veterans would be the ones that would start to retaliate. You know, you think about what's going on today, all that stuff in Minneapolis, you know, the red and blue parties, the rich versus the poor. The veterans would be the ones that would stand up, come together, and retaliate and try to overthrow the government. They would be the guys that do it. So they keep them poor, they keep them weak, because they know they would be able to rise up and take over. And I started reading that, and that made a whole lot of sense to me. I was like, yeah, like, you see how many veterans come back with, you know, PTSD, with mental problems. They can barely even take care of themselves, and the government, you know, they don't give a shit. They really don't. Another big thing that our government does is the paperwork for trying to sign up for benefits. They make it damn near impossible. I knew somebody who came back from the deployment. They were trying to get out. They were trying to, you know, kind of wean back into civilian life, which I'll get to in a second. But the paperwork, he's talking about how he's got to go through 8 different buildings. He's got to go through so much bullshit just to try to get his benefits back. Blame the veterans for giving up and knowing not how to navigate the system because the system is against them. The veterans are trained in the military, right? You think about anybody in the military, they're tough. Not only physically, but mentally. They're told to tough it out, and they're told that you need to figure it out on your own. Don't ask for help. And I think that also is what leads to their demise, which is, you know, delayed treatments, substance abuse, homelessness, and eventually taking their own life. If it gets that serious, which that happens a lot. And it's just, it's sad, and it really pisses me off. The system often reacts to a crisis afterwards instead of just taking it into their own hands and helping somebody. That's not right, man. Bullshit politicians will go on CNN or NBC or whatever they're talking on, and they'll talk about how they love to support our troops, right? But the true fact is, veterans, they don't generate any kind of profit. They don't generate any profit. You know, long-term care for them, it's not fun. It's not cool to do. It's not hip. It's just work. And do you really think that many politicians want to do that? No. And often with how much the military is scrutinized, that doesn't always mean that they're going to score points, because a lot of people kind of, the last, I'm going to say 20 years, have been pushing away the military, which, you know, people have their reasonings, obviously, but, you know, it's just a messed up situation as a whole. I just think overall, man, if somebody dedicates their life to supporting others, to protecting others, they should at least be returned back with the bare minimum of being able to get a house, being able to start a family, or just whatever they want to do.